Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The countdown is on. A key deadline looming for thousands of union workers at Detroit's 3 casinos. And if a deal isn't reached by midnight tonight, about 3,700 workers will walk off the job tomorrow. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 11. I'm Devin Skillian.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. Higher wages and lower health care costs are just some of the things union members are asking for. Pamela Osborne joins us live at downtown with the very latest. Pam, the clock is ticking.
Karen, it certainly is. And when it comes to the union, they say those two issues that you mentioned in particular, health care and wages, are what the casinos, they say, are playing hardball over. Devin mentioned 3,700 employees. If they walk off the job tomorrow, this is going to have a huge impact here in the city of Detroit alone. They stand to lose nearly $500,000 each day in tax revenue that this strike goes on.
If we don't do something, we still gonna get nothing.
Terry Sykes, a dealer with 24 years of service at Motor City Casino, is ready to walk.
We really don't want people on the street, but if we have to, we just have to. I mean, to get the company to listen to us.
The Detroit Casino Council says it's been 160 hours at the negotiating table with Hollywood, MGM Grand, and Motor City casinos, but in the final hours, they remain far apart on several key issues such as wages, health care, retirement security, and a fair workload.
They've cut over 1,500 jobs. Some of us are doing 2 or 3 different jobs. Every day we come to work. And when you sign on to do one job should be enough.
Like the auto workers, casino workers say they helped the city's gaming industry get back on its feet. And in 2022, the Detroit casinos broke records, taking in more than $2 billion. Casino workers want to see wage increases in accordance with those profits. So what happens should a deal not be reached? Workers plan to walk out at noon Tuesday. The casinos are also making their own plans. Hollywood issued a pages-long letter to employees, which reads in part, "The company plans to continue to operate and serve our valued guests. Therefore, work will continue to be available for anyone who chooses to report to work." I reached out to the MGM Grand Casino tonight. A spokesperson told me they were in the process of preparing a statement. I have not yet received that statement, but I'll be keeping my eye out for it. And of course, we'll be keeping our eye on the clock because we have less than an hour before both sides need to come together and reach a deal to avoid this strike. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
All right. Thank you, Pam.
Now to the other big strike we're following tonight. In a rare move during bargaining, Bill Ford Jr. came out asking for an end to these contentious negotiations, adding that the only winners here will be Tesla, Honda, and Toyota. UAW Chief Shawn Fain not swayed by those comments. Mara McDonald live in Wayne tonight along the picket lines. Mara.
Hi, Devin. I can tell you one thing. Both of these workers walking the line and after listening to Bill Ford, they do have one thing in common. Everybody wants to see them go back to work. The question is what the path looks like. Let me show you. Walking the line tonight, a month into a strike that workers told me at the beginning of this they thought would go maybe 2 weeks. Here we are now, seemingly at an impasse. So much so, the executive chair of Ford, Bill Ford Jr., made a rare move. He came out during the bargaining process to appeal to his people.
The UAW leaders have called us the enemy in these negotiations. But I will never consider our employees as enemies.
So far in this process, CEO Jim Farley has been out front along with other execs. Today, Henry Ford's great-grandson told the world what the financial press has been saying about this strike from day one. The biggest winner here is Tesla and Elon Musk, and he didn't even have to lift a finger.
Toyota, Honda, Tesla, and the others are loving this strike because they know the longer it goes on, the better it is for them. They will win, and all of us will lose.
The UAW chief wasn't swayed, saying in part tonight, if Ford wants to be the all-American auto company, they can pay all-American wages and benefits. Workers at Tesla, Toyota, Honda, and others are not the enemy. They're the UAW members of the future. Back here live, important to note tonight that Ford says it has reached the limit, the ceiling on what it can offer in that contract. What does that look like? More than a 20% bump in pay, COLA, Platinum Healthcare, profit sharing, and a host of other items. And Devin, Karen, another thing to keep an eye on, and something that has changed tonight. Ford confirming for us that it has had to lay off another 100+ workers at its Sterling Axle plant, as well as plants across the country, simply because of the ongoing strike situation. We're live in Wayne. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Exactly. More heavy damage. All right, Mara.
Well, we are learning more about a woman shot and killed during a baby shower on Detroit's east side. Family members have identified the shooting victim as 51-year-old Phoebe Williams. This happened on Edmore just after 7 last night. Witnesses tell police it started with an argument between two women. Eventually, one of the guests pulled out a gun and began shooting.
There's kids in the house. Everybody, it's a lot of people in the house. Why would you pull a gun?
Later, the woman accused of pulling the trigger went to DPD's 9th precinct to turn herself in. But the victim's son followed her and ran her over in the parking lot. That woman is now in the hospital tonight. The family member is in police custody.
An update now to a story brought you last night at 11, or Friday night rather at 11. A Macomb County man charged in the murder of his mother-in-law. 41-year-old Kenneth McDonald of Warren is accused of strangling his 79-year-old mother-in-law. Police discovered her body last Thursday night inside her home on Stony Brook Drive. That's near 21 Mile and Hayes. McDonald now charged with second-degree murder. If convicted, he faces life in prison. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says President Biden is going to travel to Israel on Wednesday.
Meantime, Palestinian officials say more than 2,700 people have died in Israeli airstrikes. About 500,000 residents have left for northern Gaza for the south, but at least 199 people are being held hostage. The World Health Organization today warned of imminent public health crisis in Gaza because the enclave is running out of water as those hospitals just fill up with patients. Here in the U.S., roughly 2,000 troops are preparing for a possible deployment to Israel for medical and logistical support. Here at home, Muslim and Jewish communities are calling on political leaders to take action.
Palestinians and members of the Jewish community protesting outside the McNamara Federal Building today, demanding political leaders call a ceasefire in the war. Meanwhile, in Dearborn, the Muslim community spoke out about the lack of support that it's hearing from American elected officials, saying it is starting to look like a one-sided matter.
We at the Council on American-Islamic Relations sincerely ask our political officials, our corporate leaders, and our educators to not only just tone down the rhetoric, but if they're going to talk about innocent people being killed, it just can't be one side.
The group protesting today tried delivering a letter to Senator Gary Peters, but only made it into the lobby of the building.
Family doctors from around the state urging everybody to get vaccinated ahead of flu season. The CDC estimates 31 million people got sick with flu last flu season. 14 million went to the doctor because of it. 21,000 people died, including kids. Family doctors from northern Michigan are concerned that flu vaccination rates for children living in rural areas were 19% lower last year than for children in urban areas. All of the doctors urged everyone aged 6 months and up to get a flu shot as soon as possible.
The flu vaccine can prevent flu. It can also make symptoms less severe. It can reduce time missed from work and school and reduce flu-related hospitalizations and death.
We must be vigilant to keep our families safe, and that is why we urge parents to get everyone in their family up to date on their flu vaccine.
Doctors say last year's flu season got off to an early and a really strong start back in October, with cases climbing rapidly into December.